So if you're an American, you've been living outside the United States for a number of years and you find out that you should have been filing US tax returns, what do you do? Well, the IRS knows that there are many people in your situation, and it introduced what it calls a streamlined filing procedure aimed predominantly at Americans living overseas, although there is another one for Americans living in the US, but I'm not going to talk about that one. So what do you need to do to qualify for this program? Well, first of all, your non-compliance, your failure to file tax returns and FBARs, needs to be non-willful. Essentially that means that you're not deliberately trying to evade your US reporting obligations and responsibility to pay tax. You also need to be resident outside the United States, and there's a detailed definition of exactly what that encompasses. So providing you qualify, what do you need to do? Well, the first thing is you'll need to file 3 years of tax returns. Those will be the last 3 years of overdue returns. So currently in late June 2015, assuming you hadn't filed an extension for 2014, that would mean you need to file the 2012, 2013 and 2014 tax returns. On top of that, you would need to file the last 6 years of overdue FBARs. In late June 2015, that would be 2008 through to 2013 that you would need to file. You need to send a certification along with that. You also need to pay any tax that's due and interest for late payment of the tax. Now, what are the benefits of it? Well, the big benefits are, providing you qualify for this, there won't be any penalties. Now, normally when you file your tax return late, pay your tax late, there are penalties that in most cases are related to the amount of tax that you owe. Although in some cases there can be, at least in theory, substantial penalties simply for failing to file the tax return. The other thing is that they wouldn't levy any penalties on for a failure to file FBARs. Now, in my experience, this isn't something the IRS tend normally to do, except in very serious cases, but in theory at least, there are very substantial penalties that can be levied simply for filing an FBAR late, even if you didn't owe any tax and even if you hadn't underdeclared any income. So the IRS streamlined filing procedure provides a relatively painless way back into the tax system that should allow you to put all of your fears to rest. And while there may be a bit of work gathering information and work in preparing the tax returns and FBARs, and possibly some cost if you decide to hire a professional to do it for you, at least it puts all of that to rest, and you can be confident that you can move forward without the lingering fear that the IRS may catch up with you. Thank you.